Hey everyone, let me take you back a few years when I was just a college student, living off instant noodles, trying to make ends meet. Money was tight, and I thought I had to sacrifice everything enjoyable just to save a penny. That's when I stumbled upon the concept of frugality, and it completely changed my life. It wasn't about giving up joy, it was about making smarter choices and living more intentionally. Now fast forward to today, and I'm here to share the wisdom that transformed my financial world and allowed me to live a more fulfilled life. If you ever felt overwhelmed by your finances, or you're curious about how to get more out of life without spending more, then this video is for you. But before we dive in, if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button notification bell so you don't miss out on any valuable content. And for all my regular viewers, welcome back, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to learn the truth about frugality. Let's break down the misconceptions and get to the real benefits of living frugally. Trust me, this is about building a life you love. Are you with me? Let's get started. What is frugality, really? Allow me to share my personal understanding and experiences on this subject, and let's delve into what frugality is all about. Frugality is about living within your means, being intentional with your spending, and prioritizing what truly matters. For me, it's never been about deprivation or simply being cheap. Instead, it's a conscious choice to align my spending with my values and goals. One of the first things I learned on my frugal journey is that frugality is not synonymous with minimalism, though they might share some common practices. While minimalism often emphasizes having fewer possessions, frugality is about making wise and thoughtful choices with what you have. Some might think of frugality as scraping by and constantly saving money, but in my experience, it's much more empowering. It's about taking control of my financial life and making purposeful decisions that reflect what's truly important to me. I also found that frugality is not one size fits all. It can look different for each individual, depending on personal values, needs, and circumstances. For some, it might mean cutting back on dining out to save for a dream vacation. For others, it might be about shopping secondhand to reduce environmental impact. Interestingly, frugality can have unexpected societal benefits. Studies show that it can be associated with sustainable consumption behavior and even positively impact the environment. So, as we think of the question, what is frugality really? We might find that the answer is as diverse and rich as the lives of those who practice it. Maybe you'll find a piece of yourself in this journey too. And remember, as John Ruskin wisely said, there is no wealth but life. Let's embrace frugality and make the most of the wealth that truly matters, life itself. When my partner and I first looked at our finances, we realized that we were spending more than we needed to, especially in areas that didn't really contribute to our happiness or well-being. That's when we decided to explore the financial benefits of frugality and actually run the numbers. Here's what we did and how it worked out for us. 1. Cutting out unnecessary expenses. We started by examining our daily spending habits and identifying areas where we could cut back without sacrificing our quality of life. For example, instead of buying coffee from a cafe every morning, I began making coffee at home. This small change saved us around $25 a week, which added up to $1,300 annually. 2. Shopping smarter. We turned to bulk buying for non-perishable items, buying generic brands, and using coupons. By doing this, we were able to shave about 10% off our monthly grocery bill, translating to savings of roughly $600 per year. 3. Reducing energy consumption. Simple changes like switching to LED bulbs, setting the thermostat a few degrees lower in winter, and unplugging devices saved us about $200 per year on our energy bills. 4. Transportation costs. We started walking, biking, and using public transport instead of driving everywhere. It was challenging at first, but this cut our fuel expenses by almost $1,000 a year. 5. Cooking at home. We made an effort to cook at home more often and pack lunches, cutting our dining out expenses by around $2,500 annually. 6. Paying down debt. With the money saved, we focused on paying down our high-interest debts, saving us in interest payments and improving our overall financial health. I have learned a lot from this habit and has changed my look in my personal finance. In total, our frugal changes saved us over $5,600 in a year. But more importantly, they set us on a path towards financial freedom and allowed us to start saving for our future, including buying a home and planning for retirement. These numbers reflect not just a mathematical calculation, but a shift in mindset and lifestyle. I've shared with you the financial benefits of frugality, but what also caught my attention was how adopting frugal habits positively impacted both my physical and psychological well-being. Here's how this transformation unfolded for me. 1. Healthier eating choices. By cooking at home, I controlled what went into my meals. The use of fresh and wholesome ingredients not only saved me money, but contributed to a more balanced diet. I lost some weight and felt more energetic. 2. More physical activity. I mentioned earlier about transpo, but opting to walk or bike instead of driving everywhere also forced me to be more physically active. This not only saved on fuel costs, but contributed to a healthier lifestyle. As we all know, regular physical activity is linked to improved overall health. 3. Stress reduction. By embracing frugality, I reduced financial stress. Knowing that I was living within my means and saving for the future provided a sense of security and peace. I saw once in an article that financial stress can lead to mental health issues, so this was a significant psychological benefit for me. 4. Enhanced creativity and mindfulness. Frugality led me to be more creative and mindful in my daily life. Whether it was finding new recipes to cook or DIY projects, I found joy in the process. The practice of mindfulness, being present in what I was doing, improved my mental well-being. It's also fun to do it with my family and friends. The focus shifted from consumerism to connection, and it definitely strengthened my relationships. 5. Sense of accomplishment and control. Managing my finances and seeing tangible results gave me a sense of accomplishment and control over my life. This empowerment boosted my self-esteem and overall happiness. I also continued to watch more videos about finances because I know that from time to time we must update and learn something new to improve our finances. If you also want to start learning, I suggest you watch our video about personal finance. The link is in the description box. Henry David Thoreau once said, "A man is rich in proportion to the number of things he can afford to let alone." These words are true for me as I embraced frugality. It was less about deprivation and more about enrichment. The road to frugality wasn't just about numbers and saving money. It was an exciting journey that touched every aspect of my life. The physical benefits were apparent in my improved health, while the psychological benefits manifested in stress reduction, creativity, and a greater sense of purpose and connection. And I believe that if you give it a try, you might find that frugality can offer you more than just savings. It can contribute to a richer, healthier, and happier life. Now, the emotional benefits of frugality have been a revelation to me. This has been often overlooked, but this aspect of a frugal lifestyle has brought about positive changes in my life that I never anticipated. Here's how. 1. Increased sense of security. Living frugally for me meant building an emergency fund and saving for the future. This cushion gave me peace of mind, knowing I could handle unexpected expenses or a temporary loss of income. There's a well-known saying by Dave Ramsey that encapsulates this feeling. The financial peace of mind is a powerful thing. When I started setting up my emergency fund, the worry is lesser than before. 2. More time and energy for passion projects. By cutting back on unnecessary spending and time-consuming activities, I found more time to pursue my passions. Writing, painting, or simply spending more time with loved ones became possible. These pursuits enriched my emotional well-being. 3. Improved self-discipline and confidence. Now this one is honestly challenging, and I think you can relate. Learning to say no to instant gratification and sticking to my financial goals improved my self-discipline. This newfound control spilled over into other areas of my life, boosting my overall confidence. An article I read highlighted that self-control could be more influential in achieving success than intelligence. 4. Contentment and happiness. Living a frugal life taught me the value of contentment. I learned to appreciate what I had rather than always craving more. A study conducted by Princeton University found that after reaching a certain income level, additional money did not increase happiness. My experience reflected this finding. Focusing on what truly mattered brought me genuine joy. 5. A greater sense of freedom. By not being tied down to material possessions and financial obligations, I felt a sense of freedom. The flexibility to make choices that suited my lifestyle, rather than being driven by consumerism, was liberating. I realized how difficult this is for other people, especially when consumed by social media posts. But the benefit of this habit is life-changing for me. Mark Twain once said, "Comparison is the death of joy." In my journey towards frugality, I realized that by focusing on what mattered to me, rather than comparing myself to others, I discovered a richer emotional life. The frugal habits that I embraced led to a more fulfilled content and emotionally balanced existence. Embracing frugality has led to some fascinating and impactful social benefits in my life too. These benefits were not just applied to my immediate circle, but extended to the community as well. 1. Strengthen community connections. By opting for community events, local markets, and neighborhood gatherings instead of lavish entertainment, I felt more connected to those around me. My involvement in local happenings created the sense of belonging and camaraderie that is hard to find in commercial settings. 2. Shared knowledge and skills. A part of my frugal journey involved learning new skills like gardening or basic home repairs. Sharing these skills with friends and neighbors led to engaging exchanges and a sense of mutual support. As the saying goes, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Teaching and learning from others fostered a valuable social connection. 3. Supporting local businesses. My decision to buy locally whenever possible not only saved me money but also supported the local economy. Spending money at nearby farmers markets or local craftsmen had a direct positive impact on my community. 4. Promoting environmentally friendly practices. Frugality often aligns with sustainability. For example, my habit of using reusable containers or composting kitchen waste reduced my environmental footprint. These actions not only saved money but resonated with a growing social movement towards environmental consciousness. 5. A shift in social norms. As my friends and family observed the benefits of my frugal lifestyle, some were inspired to adopt similar practices. This ripple effect, though subtle, has the potential to create a positive shift in social norms and values. And I hope you were inspired by the benefits I have gained and the story I shared with you. The road to frugality doesn't have to be a solitary one. It can be a path filled with community, connection, and social enrichment. If you find yourself interested in exploring the many benefits of frugality, why not start today? Dive into this fulfilling lifestyle and discover how it can not only enrich your life financially but socially as well. Join me and countless others in embracing a life that values not just money but the connections and community it can foster. If you find these benefits helpful, give this video a thumbs up. See you in the next video.